Bro, let's just hop straight into it, man. Let's hop straight
Dude, let's
into it. I
do
want
it.
to get to the meat of it. All right.
All right,
What
let's do
made
it.
you combine anime and fitness together? What was that one thing that just like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna do both of these things.
So when I was a kid, I think my passion for anime started before anything, because every day after school, I would get home and there would be Toonami. Did you watch Toonami as a kid?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So every day after school, there would be Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and I think Pokemon and some other stuff. But really, it was Dragon Ball Z that captivated me. It was just seeing these guys like fighting for the fate of the universe,
yeah,
and they were muscular too, and they were muscular like in a cool way, like you wanted to be like that, you know.
yeah,
And so I love that. If I'm going to study, this sort of stuff, why not combine the two? And obviously, like a lot of anime, have characters that are drawn to be extremely muscular, sometimes a little bit hyperbole of the actual human physique,
yeah.
but it's incredible and it's inspiring. So I love both of them. I love combining them. So.
Yeah, man. And I'm pretty sure I saw one of your videos. It was Mr. Olivia, right? That was actually in Baki, that was actually based off of the bodybuilder Sergio Olivia. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a lot of parallels from anime and bodybuilding have been going on for a long time, to be honest.
And for those people that are listening or watching that don't know who Sergio is, he's the last person to actually beat Arnold Schwarzenegger when Arnold used to compete in bodybuilding. He beat him, and he was the last person to beat him professionally. He won 3 Mr. Olympias, and so he was the world's best built man 3 years in a row. And that's saying something to model like an anime character after someone like that,
Oh
So
yeah.
he's got to be buff.
I know we talked about this a little bit on a phone call, man, but I personally think that, like, for myself, man, anime was a huge catalyst for me to get into fitness. Seeing these characters in Dragon Ball Z, all of the animes that were like ripped up, I was like, yo, how can I look like that? How can I get like that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like for a lot of people, that was a catalyst for them too when they were a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So can you kind of talk about how when you were a kid watching these anime shows, how did that influence you to get into bodybuilding, to get into fitness?
I always say there was 3 things that inspired me as a kid to start working out. And one was just Arnold Schwarzenegger in general, his action movies like Predator, like Terminator, those sorts of things.
Yeah.
2 was Rocky. And I think pretty much everyone that's seen Rocky has been inspired by it. And 3 was anime, as like I said, specifically Dragon Ball Z. And to me, it was something about seeing those heroes, those people that they weren't perfect, like they weren't like Superman. They didn't start like with perfection. Essentially, they started somewhat weak comparatively, and so they had to train over time. And there was something about that intensity and that training to reach a certain goal that I found so fascinating. And so for me, when I started working out, I was able to relate with that because I was starting, just like everyone from ground zero. And I was like, well, if Goku can train to get to this certain level, maybe I can do something similar. I may not ever be a Super Saiyan specifically, but I can be the Super Saiyan version of myself,
Yes.
essentially,
Yeah, man.
And so that sort of stuff inspired me, man.
Yeah, dude.